welcome back to another video of H&H Express model nscale trains. Can you imagine, 2.5 years ago I started this channel for YouTube, producing nscale videos, producing a new track, a new layout. Yes, it started already 2.5 years ago. And I'm now currently at over 300 subscribers, and I want to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel. Well, what we're gonna do here in this video is we're gonna look back in those 2.5 years what I have accomplished so far. So stay tuned and I will show you what I did so far.
So it started all with building the table, as you can see here. The dimensions are 4 feet 11 inches deep and 8 feet and 3 inches long. It all needs to fit on this table. Next was the planning of the layout. Should I build a single track or a double track? I decided to build a double track with a double loop on the bottom deck. I also added a train yard on the upper deck. Now the drawing of the layout began on the lower deck. First the curves and then the rest. You can see that all here. Making sure that the curves are correctly aligned. After this, the laying of cork and finally the turnouts and the track itself began. I had to make some adjustments to the curve to get a correct fit. After each section of track was built, I tested it to make sure that the train could run without any problems. Since I planned on building an upper deck, I needed to make an incline and a decline on the lower deck. This so I could get up to the correct height to the upper deck. After each section of track was built, I tested it to make sure that the train could run without any problems. Now the planning of the upper deck began. I also needed to check that the trains could still run underneath the upper deck. So it needed to be fitted at the correct height. Again laying down the cork bed and tracks, but now for the upper deck. The turnout and switches will come in later. Next was the bridge. This connected the upper deck to the lower deck. Will it fit? Let's test it with a train. To give the space more depth, I added a backdrop to the track. The backdrop was glued on a plank which was secured with Velcro. This looks much better. Next, I started to work on the train yard. It contains 6 tracks and holds in total 7 turnouts. To switch the turnouts, that will be a challenge, but that will come later. Now the scenery work on the upper deck. It will hold a factory, a gas station and a storage facility. All buildings will have lights, and street lights are also fitted. At night it is looking very promising. Next step was building a village. The name of the village is CodyVil. I used buildings from the old layout. I rearranged them so it looked better. Then I created the roads and some hills. And to finish it up, I built a spring and added some land for the horses, cows and sheep. This was a very fun project to do. After the build of CodyVil, I started with a city called BuddyTown. Since I wanted to experiment with more lighting, I added additional lights in the buildings, which I could turn off and on independent of each other. In total, almost independent 100 lights. I used JMRI connected to an Arduino to control all the lights in the buildings, including the street lights. Finally, the grand opening of BuddyTown. I can still hear the festivities going on. I hope you enjoyed this overview of my channel for the last 2.5 years. Let's enjoy the grand opening of BuddyTown once more.
So here we fly over CodyVil, and we need to turn left to go over BuddyTown. Maybe you can see already some people on the streets. They are gathered around the city hall. So let's see you closer. Maybe you can hear in the background already the festivities and the music and the people. So let's see if the helicopter can touch down in a place where we can view the city a little bit better. So here we go. And it landed. So here's the big moment which we all waited for. Let's see what the mayor has to say.
Well, hello everybody. This is the mayor of BuddyTown. From now on, BuddyTown will be a lively city, and I'm gonna use this by cutting this ribbon. So here we go. I will cut the ribbon, and this will be the official opening of BuddyTown. I hope you all enjoyed it and enjoy the festivities in the city and make use of it. And thank you very much.
So here another view of BuddyTown. I hope you liked it. We're gonna fly over BuddyTown once more. And if you want to see more of these videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified when further videos are releases, and I will see you in a next video. Thank you and goodbye.